Hello, everybody. It's me again, Sabina. This is Seniors for Seniors. It's a show for seniors about your lifestyle, where you can go to enjoy your life more, things you can do to enjoy your life more. You've got to get up, you've got to get out, or you're going to lose it. And I have a very special guest today that I have known for years, and I have watched her, I wouldn't say grow up, but, you know, get married, have a child who is grown up. And I have watched her career, and she is very involved in senior activity. She doesn't come over to your house and jump rope with you, but she makes activities available and possible for seniors. My guest today is Mayor Jean Celender, who is the mayor of Great Neck Plaza, and I would like you all to meet Jean.
Thank you.
Mayor Celender.
Thank you for having me, Sabina. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for being here. Am I right when I feel that our community, Great Neck Plaza, is unique in the number of apartment houses? We have some private homes, but how many apartment houses do you know do we have?
We have over 91 to be precise, and it is unusual. Much of Nassau County is developed with single-family homes as residential, so we are predominantly apartment building dwellers with 91 in a third of a square mile.
Wow.
So it's dense, but it doesn't feel like that urban an area. It's still suburban. And I think it's a very special community because we also have the ability to walk downtown. And so the combination of having multiple family apartment buildings and a downtown that's walkable, it attracts people that like that kind of lifestyle.
We also have a couple little pocket parks here and there and benches to sit on and,
yes,
you know, a lot of activities that go on. Do you know, is there any kind of study on the population, the number of people in the village?
Yes, we have about 6,700 people in the 2010 census, which every 10 years the U.S. Bureau of Census conducts a census, and that was the number of people we had at that time. But what we're finding, and as the baby boomer generation is now aging, that it's expected over the next 20 years that the senior population will increase in its percentage, and it has been happening. In the last 10 years, we went from about 24% seniors to now 33% seniors,
wow,
which is one of the higher percentages in Nassau County. The town of North Hempstead is around 25%. And because of that increasing number of seniors living in the plaza, we joined on with the AARP in a livable community program to help work on projects and programs that can help improve the quality of life and increase livability for seniors and people of all ages. So,
all right, before we go on, for the people that don't know you, and I know that you like to have contact with your people, you know, everybody in our village knows you, I think, or certainly recognizes you, and they know that they're free to speak to you.
that's true.
Would you tell us a little bit about your background? I know that when Mayor Rosegarden was in, you worked with him, but where did you come from, and why did you want to mayor?
Okay. I moved to Great Neck in 1979 after I graduated from Arizona State with a master's degree in geography, specializing in land use planning. And I noticed a traffic condition right out on Middle Neck Road outside our apartment building, and I contacted the mayor. And maybe this was, might have been a year or two after I'd moved there, but Mayor Alan Gussack had just been elected.
Yep.
And he asked me, because of my background in planning, did I want to get involved and head up a zoning study, because he wanted to do a comprehensive analysis and change in the zoning regulations. So I did, he formed an ad hoc zoning committee, I chaired it, and for 2 years I worked with this committee making recommendations to the Board of Trustees. And so I was around the
You were home.
elected officials, I saw the process, I enjoyed it, and when a seat opened up on the board, Mayor Gussack appointed me. So I've been a trustee. I started as a trustee in 1984, and I've been a mayor. I was deputy mayor with Mayor Rose Garden from 92 to 2000, and in 2000 I was elected mayor. So I'm in my 9th term, 17 years as mayor, and really enjoy it. It's
I must
the best career I could possibly have. I really find it.
See, when I say you're a very good mayor, because I live in the plaza and I know, people say, what do you mean a good mayor? What makes her a good mayor? You're a good mayor because I'm a senior, and you are into the quality of life in the plaza for seniors, and you have all kinds of things going on. And would you tell us, I know that there were concerts in the park in the summer.
Right, they're a lot of fun, and I do enjoy that. It's got a creative side to it, and you try to bring different types of music genres to the village. You know, I say it's something for everyone. If people didn't like last week's show, next week we'll have something that maybe you'll like.
And also,
from country to jazz to swing. We have like a great swing band, Beatles tribute band. We'll try some of the local bands. So.
Also, another good thing about the concert in the park is when you think of a park, you know, I think of Central Park because that was where I grew up.
Right.
Where the concerts are, it's a little pocket park, an apartment house here, an apartment house here, an apartment house here, an apartment house here, so that the people who live around there, they don't have to get in their car and drive to the park and find parking and then wait to get out of the parking lot. They just walk over.
That's true.
And I know some of them just open their windows and sit and listen.
Well, Great Neck, you know, great because it's got great schools, great parks. We like to say great villages, and a lot of aspects of the quality of life we work on, and I think are very special and unique in Great Neck Plaza. But one of the things that I spend and my trustees spend a lot of time with is working on transportation improvements, trying to make the village more walkable. Because as we know, our seniors are getting older, and we're getting a higher percentage of people that are seniors. Walkability is a big issue. So we work on doing shortening of the crossing distances, what they call bulb outs on the ends of the crosswalks, and trying to make traffic move slower so that the speeds are brought down. So all of these kinds of improvements are focused on quality of life and making the village even more walkable than it already was. So we've done about 6 projects, and I'm working on a 7th that'll be over by the post office, hopefully by this summer. Construction.
Well, as the population get older, we move slower.
Correct.
And therefore, it's important that the traffic moves slower, because it takes, you know, we used to be able to run across the street. Oh, the car's there, okay, I can make it. Now, you know, we need something to be done about making it across the street.
That's true, absolutely.
You also, not just for seniors, but seniors are welcome to enter the competition, because I know many seniors that do. You have an art show.
We have the Village Court Room, which is a multi-purpose room for our Justice Court as well as our Board of Trustees. Our former mayor, Mayor Rose Garden, is an artist, and he outfitted the court with a hanging gallery. So we love to have people exhibit. If you have artwork that you'd like to show, our courtroom is open for artists exhibit, and we really enjoyed it. It makes the room look good,
and there at least
great.
Once a year when you have many artists showing their work.
We have a reception, right?
2 people from my building.
Yes.
So,
makes great use of the room, and it's a brilliant idea, and we've continued that since Mayor Rose Garden started. I said, that's a great program, let's keep it going, and we have.
Do people come, seniors, come to your office and ask, why don't you do this or why don't you do that, or, and do you consider it if they do?
Well, this AARP, Livable Communities, has a community advisory council that's part of it. So it's comprised of residents from the village, and we have monthly meetings and we discuss action plans and items that they feel will make it more livable. For example, the last meeting, it was asked, could lighting be improved? Because that's another thing. As people get older, lighting needs, they want it brighter. And we're in the process of now swapping out our old street light and overhead fixtures to LED. So that's started on Middle Neck Road. We've done a couple of blocks, and we're going to keep going on some of the other side streets. We did our 2 parking garages. So they've been upgraded with LED fixtures. We have a printed newsletter that goes out quarterly, and the December one will be arriving at home shortly, and the next one will be March. So we do March, June, September, and December. And we also have an e-newsletter, which is an electronic newsletter, and that goes out monthly. So in between the quarterly ones, if there's information I want to get out to our residents, we put it in the e-newsletter, and you can sign up on our village homepage, or you can call Village Hall, and if you give us a email address, we'll sign you up through our website.
How long have you been mayor?
I'm in my 17th year, 9th term.
Okay. Now, the reason I ask this is because I remember when you were first elected, I think the population is different, but I don't know if it is different or if I'm 17 years older and I was young then and I didn't see all the senior citizens around. Have we always been there?
As I had said earlier, it's increasing, the percentage is increasing. If it went from 15%, then it went to 24, now it's up to 33.
Okay.
The next time they do the census, it'll probably be a higher percentage than that. And some of that is a reflection, too, of the costs. We do have different levels of affordability, and I'm trying to do more affordable housing in the village. But the costs of living in an area like Great Neck are high. So how do we attract, like, my daughter's age, the 30-year-olds, to come back and stay in the plaza?
People.
Correct. So,
and we now also have in town an assisted living, an independent
we have 2
living.
Atria facilities. One is an independent living facility, and one is assisted care, plus a nursing home. So that too has increased the percentage just by having those 3 that tend to be 80-year-olds and older. And they're putting in the Atria on Great Neck Road. They're looking to develop it for a dementia ward, because they're realizing too that people are living longer and longer, even seniors. So I'm often going to senior programs at the 2 Atrias, and it's really great because they'll have me over for a 100th birthday party, and it's amazing how many 100-year-olds that we have. The oldest I went to was for 108 gentlemen.
Wow.
Yes, and the
talk about older men. Wow.
And they probably have, between the 2 facilities, at least a dozen that are over 100, so it's quite incredible.
You know what else we have? And I just thought of it, but this program is addressed to seniors and lifestyle and get out and where can you go and what can you do. We have in our town, and I think that a senior, the first thing they do when they move someplace is get this information. We have a lot of doctors. Mm-hmm. So it's convenient to get to them.
Now, that's true. We have world-class hospital facilities and doctors that, also are located in the medical buildings and offices around the hospital area.
Yeah.
So that is absolutely true.
Did I just ask you if a senior wants a program, can they just come to Village Hall and say, would you look into it? And
well, we do have a suggestion box right on the front desk. So if there's something you want to just say anonymously, you don't want to have to interrupt me.
Do people really do that?
Yeah, sure. That's why we have it there. Fill out what your idea is, put it in the suggestion box, and we'll absolutely take a look at it.
Are they just regular ideas or are they outrageous?
Well, we haven't had too many people do it, but I'm saying it's sitting there just waiting for somebody to give me an idea. We do like to explore people's comments because you never know what people
All
will
right.
come up with.
Do you have any changes that you're thinking of?
Always thinking of change. What's today? I don't know. Well, I continue to write grants. That's another skill that I have, and we've done quite well with my grant writing abilities and administering grants. We did some of the LEDs through applying to PSE&G Long Island, which is our utility company, to get the rebates on the LED fixtures. So we look to find monies wherever we can so that we don't have to increase taxes and therefore keep the affordability where it is and not to increase the burden on, and we know we have a lot of seniors who are on fixed income.
In the adult ed, in the programs, do we have, evening classes for seniors?
Well, we have the summer concerts that are at night. We also have things like poetry contests that we open up and ask residents to submit. So if you're
You have the
a poet,
art.
we have our 7th annual poetry contest underway. So if you're out there writing poems, please get them in. We love that program, and we have a reading day on that. The art in the gallery in our courtroom. Which, painters, seniors come on, get out those paintbrushes, and but we could look to add some more programs. So get those suggestions going, and I'd love to have like a cooking demonstration program or something like that. If we could do it in one of our restaurants.
That would be interesting.
I always thought the place that had the oils, which I loved on Bond Street, and it's unfortunate that they didn't. Oilicious, remember that?
Yeah.
And I thought they should have live demonstrations, get people in here mixing up salads and using their oils, and that never seemed to come to pass. But I think things like that, experiences in the downtown where you can get residents involved, I think are the kinds of retail stores and experiences that people are looking for in downtowns. That's why you have like Muse Paint Bar, you can come and paint, or the ceramic place on Bond Street, that you can come paint a dish and they actually fire it up, and it's a beautiful ceramic.
I would like to thank you for all that you have done for us. But tell me, do you have a favorite activity with the seniors, for the seniors?
I would have to say the summer concert series, because it tends to pull out seniors by the nature of the type of music we have, and have a lot of fun dancing with them, and they know that I like that, so it plays off of the things I like to do and they want to do with me. So I think that's going to be something that I'll be remembered for.
It's nice to have some satisfaction from your work. And now you have the satisfaction of knowing that this show is over. Thank you for coming. And thank you all for watching, listening. I hope you get something out of it. And we will see you again next month.